Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you for clicking. This is episode 3 on a 4-bedroom house that we are putting up for Madam Cecilia. Are you ready? Let's dive into the video. So earlier on we talked about the 3D. So always tell your architect to give you a 3D. Once you pay, let them give you a good 3D with proper rendering. So what you see is what we call rendering, okay? And then how the colors are being selected for your house. It is always important to have a good color selection through the 3D, okay? Yes, your pavement, if you look at the pavement, okay, it is blending with all the colors, okay, around the house. Okay, with the stone cladding, the coping at the top, which is a white color, the creamy, the gray, and that of the stone cladding. It's beautiful. You understand? It's beautiful. Everything has been detailed. Okay, a little bit of greenery in the house. Okay, that complements everything. All right, so always tell your architect. A good architect will not give you that kind of headache. They will make sure everything is provided and give it. If you can even go for a 4D. Okay, so what I showed you earlier is a 3D. You can go for a 4D that comes in the video form where the room arrangements and everything has been done, and that one requires you pay more. Okay, so this is the ground floor. It has a hall, a gym, guest room, kitchen, and utility and laundry. So incorporate that in your drawings in case you're coming up with a 4-bedroom. Very simple, not too complicated, not too expensive. Okay, here in the first floor we have what we call void or double volume. A double volume or void, it's where you can view the first floor from the ground floor, or when you're at the first floor you can view the ground floor through the void as indicated by the X column. Are you with me? So there are 3 rooms up here with a kitchen net and all of that. In case you need an electrical technician, kindly contact Mr. Isaac Nkansa, who is my in-law. Yes, he does only domestic wiring. So, and his prices are quite reasonable. You can contact Mr. Isaac Nkansa. Now, this first floor block work, the cost estimate is what I've shown you earlier in episode 2. I did mention that the labor charge does not actually reflect the cost of the entire project. Reason being that is we had to, reduce it drastically in order to complement certain things that were done by the previous mason. So Stephen had to bear those costs, you understand? But it was all good. It was all good. So the blocks, 3,870 pieces of blocks, 80 bags of cement for the block laying, and then 50 bags for casting the lintel and pillars. All right. So a recap from episode 2, okay, where the blocks were laid up. Okay, I did mention about some pillars being displaced. So if you can watch the video carefully, you will see that some of the pillars have been displaced because Madam Cecilia decided to extend the room. Upon the layout, she realized that what was on the paper is totally different, and she realized that no, I need to extend some of the rooms. So I talked about some of the pillars being displaced in proportion from that of the block work, and therefore we have to do something we call cranking. Okay, so my big brother Prince and Nikki, if you haven't watched their channel, I reckon you watch their channel because Prince is so knowledgeable. Yes, he is a structural engineer, I believe, a BOQ engineer. Yes, and he's very articulate. Yes, very sincere and honest. So you can make use of his channel so that you can learn. Yes, and they do it perfectly together with the wife, Nikki. they do it so beautifully. You understand? So kindly go there, subscribe to the channel, and help the channel grow. The purpose of all this is for you to learn. Okay, yes, you have to learn, be exposed to so many things so that you don't make certain mistakes. Okay, so kindly go to Prince and Nikki. All right, is the one popping on your screen, and subscribe to the channel. In your view, it's Shama Electricals. That's my boss. Okay, contact Mr. Frank Hammond for your electrical and CCTV. Okay, yes, and if you need American 110 220 system, okay, if you need air conditioned, ducting air condition, okay, cassette recess, whatever type of air conditioning system that you need, he's well versed and knowledgeable. All right, so back to the issue of cranking. I did mention that you can crank the pillars that have been displaced a little bit away or far from the block work. Now you can see that some pillars are almost about 1 foot away. Take your time and watch the video carefully. Not in this area, but probably subsequent videos you'll see them. So when the iron rod is about, say, 3 inches, 4 inches away from the block work, you can crank it back to fall in line with the block work. Okay, and it will not cause any issue. But my brother Prince is suggesting that there's something we call load sharing. Okay, and perhaps it might not go well, but I beg to differ. Okay, yes, you can have all this information from a structural engineer, okay, and a steel bender who have been on the field for so many years. They can tell you if the pillar is about 1 foot away, you cannot do that cranking. Okay, it will not be healthy for the structure, because it will not have a good solid ground to be able to hold the pillars. Are you with me? Yes, because it needs to have the foundation right from the ground floor all the way to the top, so that in case of anything, it will not move. Okay, so you can see that some of the pillars, not all of them, especially with this one. Okay, with this you can crank, and the other one, that one too, you can crank. Are you with me? They're just about 2 inches away. You see, that one over there is just about 2 inches away, so you can crank it just to go in there. Are you with me? So it wouldn't cost that much. Sometimes some pillars from the ground floor, we use 16 mm. Are you with me? We use 16 mm, and coming up to the top floor, in the first floor, we want to reduce cost, so instead of using 16 mm, we use 14 mm rod. In this case, you have to do another cranking, to squeeze it in. It's not as though the pillar have been displaced, but just that the 16 mm with the ring is a little bit broader than that of the 14 mm, so you need to squeeze it in, okay, so that it can fit in. Are you with me? Yes, so that is another form of cranking. Another form of cranking is when you want to reduce the rod from the 6 rod in a stirrup into a 4 rod in a stirrup. Are you with me? That is another form of cranking. All right. If you need another mason, this is one of my fantastic mason, Akwesi Entry. He's located in Kumasi. Okay, yes, in case you have a project and you're also located in Kumasi, kindly contact Akwesi Entry, okay, and you will come and thank me later. From foundation to the finish, he does all kinds of design, parapet, okay, fence wall design, window designs. I mean, whatever that you need when it comes to masonry work, please contact Akwesi Entry, okay. Stephen Upon also does the same. He's fantastic. He's also from Kumasi, okay, but he's currently in Accra. All right, yes, that's one of the artisans. His name is Fatao. Fatao is a hard-working guy. I admire him a lot. So this pillar right here is a little bit displaced. You can see it's not linear, okay. That also we can crank, okay. So basically, it's not as though the pillars are far from the block work, that we would have to drill. Okay, so when the pillar is far from the block work, we have to drill into the slab, okay, and then create new pillars. Are you with me? Yes, so that's it. I believe Mr. Prince and the wife Nikki will be watching, and I believe they will drop their comment so that together we all learn and educate the public. Are you with me? Yeah, the purposes of these videos is to help people out there. You understand? So that people don't get scammed, don't get swindled. Okay, be vigilant, ask questions. Okay, when you get an estimate, you need to scrutinize the estimate. I did talk about you comparing prices. Okay, yeah, don't make sure you get the right people so that you can compare the prices. Okay, if you get a very bad mason, he will underestimate, and then you might think that, oh, his price is cheaper, and he will do a shoddy work for you, and you would have to, pay twice to correct it. You understand? Get the right people, get the good estimate, about 2 to 3 estimates, compare them, and then decide based on your intuition, okay, your instincts, whatever it tells you based on analysis, experiences, their works that they have done with time, so that you can make a good decision. All right, so the block work is coming up nicely. The double volume, this is the void which I talked about. Okay, they're going to lay blocks all around here. There's a family area here where he's standing and taking the video. It's a terrace, which is the porch. Are you with me? Yes, so that is the porch which you saw in a 3D. Are you with me? So gradually, the project is coming up nicely. The block work is coming up nicely. Are you with me? It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. So Stephen Opon is from Kumasi, all the team from Kumasi, but I have moved them here in Accra. So from here, Madam Cecilia, we moved to Santor. We did a project for Madam Victoria. Okay, that is about 2-bedroom apartment side by side. It's going about 2 stories. Okay, and then from there, I think we did another project, and then from there we went to Ho. And then from Ho, Stephen went to Sunyani. From Sunyani, he went to Kumasi. And currently speaking, we are in Elmina. Okay, and those videos will be coming later soon. And you're going to watch all those videos. We are building a 5-bedroom house for one of my lovely subscriber, Madam Esther. Thank you so much for yet another opportunity. We are so grateful. And we hope that you keep sharing our channel to your friends, encourage them that we are here to help them to build. That is my goal. My goal is to help you to build, so your dollar is not missing. Every penny you send home, we're going to make sure your house is built. So get your land, get all the documentation done right. If you need a drawing, contact me. I'll drop the numbers. Jonathan Tete is one of my architects. Okay, you can contact Jonathan Tete for all your drawings in case you want to buy a land, okay, a genuine land without any litigation. Please contact Jonathan Tete as well. He will guide you in the right direction. Okay, he will assist you in terms if you need a land in Pram Pram. Okay, he will make sure he gets you a genuine land from Pram Pram or Ebiri. Okay, in all those areas, Jonathan is very good at that. Okay, aside that, Mr. Hammond also does electrical wiring, and he does an architecture drawing as well. You can contact Mr. Frank Hammond for any assistance, and he will also guide you in case you need any structural drawing. He will guide you in that regard. All right, so the blocks that we use here are hollow blocks, 5 inches hollow blocks. You can as well use 6 inches hollow blocks. Okay, that will depend on the pipe that you're using. If you're using a 5-inch pipe, okay, make sure that everything is flashing. All piping work should be done. Okay, no pipe should be hanging on the wall. In the 21st century, All buildings will have everything concealed. Are you with me? Your rain gutters, if you're building either a secret roofing, a hidden roof, or a pitched roof or a hipped roof, there should be rain gutters in the block work all the way to the top, so that once it is roofed, they will link the rain gutters to the pipe and it will bring the water down. So no pipe will be hanging on your wall. Are you with me? Yes. This pillar will be cranked, you see, a little bit, and that one over there, you see, we're going to crank this one too because it's not too far from the block work. Are you with me? Aside that, what are the ways you can reduce costs when it comes to decking? You can rent the plywood. Make sure you source for rentals so that you will reduce cost. Don't rush to do your decking. Try and see if you can source for rental. If someone is in the nearby, the neighborhood where you are building, try and source for plywood, bamboo, and all of that in order to reduce your costs. Are you with me? Yes. In terms of block laying, try and use 32.5R. Okay, it would not do anything. Use 32.5R for your block laying, and then you can use the 42.5R for your columns casting, your slab casting, or your floor casting, whichever way you use the 42. Are you with me? Yes. For block laying, you can use 32.5R. This is solely my opinion. If you want to go for 42.5R for your entire project, that's fine. That's fine. Are you with me? For me, my client, if I'm building for you, I will go with 42.5R. If you decide that you want to go with 32, then I will go with 32 for you. You understand? Yes. So basically, we are laying these blocks to about 12 cords high, okay, which is 3 meters high, because you need to make sure that your room's heights are longer so that you can have one, good ventilation, two, such that when lights are dropping down, you may not be able to touch them when you lift your hands up. Are you with me? It also helps in case you're doing a plasterboard. Some people want to do a hard ceiling, okay? So after the decking, they just want to do an enduit. So that's fine. But sometimes after the enduit, some people would like to, after the floor decking, some people want to go for plasterboards. So therefore, and make sure that the room height is longer. About 3 meters is the best, so that you can do your plasterboards or perhaps whatever designs that you deem fit. Are you with me? Yes. So my crew is here. They sleep here. They don't go anywhere. They sleep here. So when they wake up, all they have to do is work, work, work. And they go according to the design. And should anything go wrong with the architecture, they have to call the draftsman, and then he will have to come on board and they have to do corrections. Sometimes it happens. The architect get tired, fatigue sets in, and they make errors. So the mason need to be articulate, need to be vigilant, and pay attention to details. For me, the details are very, very important, because those are the things that brings the beauty of the house. You see how the windows have been done. It's paying attention to details, and the block work done neatly. Are you with me? Yes. So all the team, very cooperative, and I can only do this because of honesty. I trust these people, and that is the whole, strength of this channel. Being honest, being truthful, being transparent. Are you with me? Yes. So I believe that we've captured so much on this particular topic, reducing costs, okay, of your floor decking. Are you with me? Try to source for plywood in order not to buy. Are you with me? To spend so much. And then that is one factor we can go in. And then also, when you're going to the first floor and there's no load coming on top, you can reduce your iron rod from 16 mm to a 14 mm. That is another way of reducing cost. So eventually you can see the blocks have been laid high so beautifully. So in the next episode, I'm going to come your way with perhaps the iron rod and then the boarding and any continuation videos. I'm going to show them to you. All right. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it to your friends and your friends and your friends. Okay. In case you need a drawing estimate please contact me and I'll prepare an estimate for you at $60, okay, and I will build your house for you. Yeah, give me your house and I'll build it for you. You don't have to be there. We will build your house for you in peace. From me to you, it's shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye-bye.